Look, so I got this poster here. It's Rage Against the Machine with Wu-Tang, 97.
Classic shit.
I remember just seeing footage of this on MTV News.
I gotta pick that up and take a picture with it.
What was like, how crazy, because this is like Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah.
Everybody's at their peak.
Yeah.
Matt's a superstar, you're a superstar, ODB's, I mean, everybody, like, what, like, was that a harder tour to get through?
We was new, man. We was still learning. We was still learning this shit. And didn't give a fuck about nothing. I know I didn't. You know what I mean? So it's like, but to be right there with those guys, like that, and they was cool too. He's cool.
Yeah, Zach De La Rocha.
Yeah, Zach. Yep. Mad cool. But it was like, man, that's history, bro. That's history. Just you know, I don't know. Do they still doing music now? No, right?
No.
They chilled out, right?
They were supposed to do a tour during COVID with
I heard something like
Run
that.
the Jewels, but it got canceled because of COVID. So no.
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, man, that's what it was, man. That's when we started crossing over.
Yeah, I'm sure when you guys went out on that tour, you're like, oh shit, there's all these.
So we left that tour, and it was messed up because we had to make a decision, like come back to your people over here, or stay over here and get big with these guys. And then the decision we made was we left. We left. Do you
remember how many dates y'all did before you guys?
Nah, I don't remember shit. But we left and came back, and that's when we left and did what was it, Hot 97? Shit was disaster. It was disaster. Like it just they cut our records off that day. They didn't play no Wu shit no more.
Oh, crazy.
That's when Puffy was really getting on his shit. Like, you know what I mean? Because we was like, yo, we headlined. Then they had that it started like that. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't the same no more. They stopped playing our records. I had to talk to the whatchamacallit.
Why did they stop playing your records?
Because I cursed them niggas out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it was some other shit. And then Puff, at the end of the day, he told
Puff
RZA,
still holding the only built for Cuban Links gripe?
He told RZA, he told RZA, because they talked. And he told RZA, RZA told me this like maybe like a year ago. And shit like, yo, that Puff admitted to saying that he stopped our records up there. And shit like that or whatever. You know what I mean? Why they didn't play that shit and all that, or, you know, helped them Hot 97 motherfuckers. Just like, yo, that was it. So it was all Bad Boy. You know what I mean? So when we dropped Triumph,
no radio
that shit
play.
just like, yo, no radio play. With that shit right there. So that shit was like, oh. So it came out that he told the truth. Like, yo, I had to do it. He said,
was that because of the whole the Raekwon, the biting, the
I don't know. It might have been accumulation of all that shit.
Yeah.
But I don't know. He had the power. I don't know what he paid him, but he had the power to go ahead and
97 Puffies.
Listen, we was a threat. You know what I mean? We was coming. If Triumph would have been promoted like that, like it was supposed to be, and shit, and we would have stayed on 90s on that radio right there, it was like, I think things to right now probably would have been a little bit more different. But yeah, that was a big blow. That was a big blow because the record was still fresh, and we had to leave these guys. We had to leave these guys. We had to make a decision. We was on a bus or wherever we was at. I think it was on a bus. And it was like, yo, we got to make a decision now. You know what I mean? Should we stay or should we leave to go back and do this? But they playing our records and this and that and the third or this and that and the, whatever. So yeah, I don't know. Whatever the decision was, it didn't
work out.
It didn't work out, regardless of what.
Right.
Because even they still took the record down.
Right.
Anyway. Hey, got to stop the interview. Want to give a shout out, man. The only thing we smoke, ladies and gentlemen, is Slapwoods. That's right. Make sure you follow them at Slapwoods. And you know, the reason why we smoke Slapwoods, it's literally because they slap. If you ain't smoking Slapwoods, what the fuck are you doing? Get back to the interview.
What can you tell me about this this album Once Upon a Time in Shaolin that got sold for $1 million, and then obviously it's gotten resold for like $2 million, and it's not supposed to, and no one's supposed to hear it for like 100 years. Like,
yeah, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know what's up with that shit, nigga. I was never really in on that shit.
Is it good?
You know what I mean?
Is it a good album?
Not to me. It wasn't good to me. I'm just not just saying that it wasn't good. There was a bunch of records up there, but it wasn't like ooh album. It's probably good it didn't even come out. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, yeah, but it was probably like 30 songs up there and shit. Shit was like,
who
you had a couple of records that y'all might like, But you know me, I'm funny with my shit, so I'm very picky. I don't.
Was RZA like, guys, I got this play. We gonna do this?
No, it wasn't like that. It was you had this dude called what's the nigga name? Silver Rings. Silver Rings. You know what I mean? He been around the clique, but you know, he went to everybody like one by one. It's like this: you go get verses from everybody.
Oh,
and you pay him from verses, and then you put the shit together. But then you want to try to like you put it together, and you got to play, and then you take it to RZA after the shit was like that, and then y'all in all in together, and then all of a sudden it's you know.
Let me get this straight. How it worked was he bought a bunch of verses from everybody.
Yeah,
put them together.
Yeah, yeah,
and then I own the rights to these verses.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna combine this and. So y'all didn't even
I don't even know if he owns the right. I mean,
whatever it is, right?
Whatever it is, yeah.
But
that's what it was.
Were you guys aware that was something that was going to even like be
the
end result?
If you give me a track right now, I'm just doing it, just giving you the feature, man, and you paid me for it.
Same shit.
That's it. But you didn't tell me that you're gonna build the album around it. That's the sneaky shit. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna build the album, then y'all gonna do that, and then don't even break nobody off after you show that for that much.
Because at the end of the day, RZA has to greenlight it.
He got to sign off on it. Because, yeah, you got to sign off on it.
So everybody else just got paid whatever they got paid for their feature, if you will, right?
That's it. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
And then y'all got to fucking turn on the news and be like, wait, how much did this motherfucking album sell?
Exactly. Exactly. So it's like that with him and shit.
You know what I always was confused about? There's always this big ghost guy on Twitter and shit, right? And then like he always is putting projects out with people. He's done stuff with you, but like I always was like, is this a Ghostface burner account? Like when you do like some of these side quest albums,
what he did with me?
Well, I feel like I saw something come up on my Spotify.
I never did nothing with that nigga. Right, Wigs?
The big Ghost LTD. No, okay.
They didn't know with me. Yeah.
Well, I thought I saw something pop up, but I was gonna ask you because you have a lot of like I'll call them side quest albums, like you and this like Czar.
Oh yeah, like all that shit like that.
You'll connect with like different producers.
Adrian Young and these guys.
Yeah, great albums by the way.
Yeah.
When you do those projects, like, do you approach them like it's an official like part of your discography, or is it more like, yo, this is a collaborative effort?
Yeah, that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, you just it's like I'm like a hitman. You know what I mean? Like you pay me to do a job
like a
for
mercenary.
You. I do it for you.
Yeah.
And that's it. You know what I mean? 'Cause a lot of guys had shit like they send you the script on how they want what they want to do, like Adrian, and send a script like, yo, talk about that, and we get it done. And here, take your shit. You know what I mean? And that's it.
That makes sense.
I don't take it like, yo, it was for me, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff I probably wouldn't even, wrote like that. I would have did different other shit.
You know what I saw that I was thinking about because I'm looking at it now? There was a Lost Tapes project that came out in 2023 that was Ghostface, Killah, and Big Ghost LTD. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know.
M80?
I don't know.
Oh, word? Oh, so you
not
know,
fully sanctioned.
Yeah, M80 dudes, he just be doing, that's my guy. He just do a lot of bullshit. He just do too much of shit.
In my opinion, your most slept on album, and I think it's like a lot of people's favorite, like in terms of like in the grand scope of your discography, is Fishscale. And you were able to hop on
Fishscale, yeah.
Shoutout was crazy, dog. But you were able to hop on that Dilla beat on there, the Whip You With the Strap record.
Right, Strap, yeah. Shout out to Dilla. I met his moms not too long ago and stuff like that, though. She mad cool. Yeah, that it took me back. It took me back. When I heard the beat, it was like childhood shit. I see me in the living room as a little dude. You know what I mean? And everybody having a good time in there, shit like that. Fly shit playing, you know what I mean? Isley Brothers and you know what I mean? All the Blue Magics and all that shit playing right there in the living room and shit. So it took me right back to that. She used to whip me with straps. It was that. So I just had to go ahead and go in at that time what I felt needed to be said on that beat